Hey guys, 1997 GMC Jimmy here with a slightly weird problem. The left side brake lights don't work, both of them. So we can see our third brake light and both bulbs on this side are on, but the left side is dead. The weird part is that the turn signal still works on this side, so that means the bulbs and sockets and wiring inside of here is good. So let's find out what the problem is. Alright guys, I got the wiring diagram here, and I always like to take a look first and try to see all the potential causes. So this is our left tail light. And the yellow wire is the hot come in for brake light or turn signal. So since the turn signals work, we know our ground should be good. And if we chase this one up, it runs over here to this fuse, which we know has got to be good. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you guys out. It's got to be good if the turn signal works. And then that goes over. It goes through another fuse down to the trailer connector. But if we keep following this up, it goes into the turn signal switch, part of the multi-function switch. And so my guess, not guess, but this must be the problem, because if we look at it, this is the brake light switch at your pedal, and so that must work, and we must have power coming into that since the right side works. And this sends power into here, goes in, and that's what sends power down to the right side, or to the left side, and to the right side. And since this right side works, where's that branch off going over there? Oh, right here. Since this one works, then we know the problem must be inside of this box, and we don't really have to dig in any further. In fact, you know what, just to confirm, let's do the old wiggle test, kind of like hitting a starter motor. We'll jimmy this all around and then depress the brakes. Look at that, it works now. Alright, well that's confirmed fix, so we could leave it alone as is, probably just a little corrosion in there, or replace the multi-function switch. But yeah, that was an easy one. I had hoped maybe it was something a little bit more complicated, but that goes to show you that taking a glance at the wiring diagram first is always really helpful, because I would have probably been checking the wires back there at the taillight first, if not, or checking that third brake light. But you got to have an idea of how the circuit works before you dive in. Alright, just spoke to the customer and he said to go ahead and replace this switch. Even though it's working now, it's not worth leaving it in there and getting banged on the way home from a party or something like that. So you can get these on Amazon pretty cheap. I'll try and drop that link down below. You do got to make sure whether you have cruise control or not, because that makes a difference. And by the way, I said this was a 97 in the beginning. It's actually a 2001. Now I did take a glance, and it seems there's already some pretty comprehensive videos on how to replace this, so I'll just give you guys a few tips as I tear into this. It does make a difference whether it's a column shifter or down low. Anyway, I'm going to attempt going down from below. So I'll start by removing all the 7mm bolts on this plastic cover, and then 4 of them on this gray cover, right here, here, and here. And then you got this, we'll just pull right out for your adjustable steering wheel position. And then T25 Torx in the bottom of here. All the 7mm heads from the bottom were all the same. And then here's the 2 T25 Torx, and so you can drop this down. You got a couple pins right here, locating pins to make sure when you're putting it back on you don't snap those. And with these 2 out, should be able to, you got a connection back here too, so actually that looks like it's already maybe broken. I'll take a look when it comes off. You can get in here with a screwdriver if you want, or something else to break it loose. So it's actually kind of hooked on the steering wheel, so you got to push it forward a little bit, and then that'll just slide right off. And this is what it looks like on the back side. I suppose that doesn't look broken. Maybe it is. Either way, it was snapped in there nice and good. So now we got to just pop this top cover off. And this one we're kind of jammed on because we can't push it forward due to the key lock cylinder, and we can't pull it up because it's kind of hooked under here. So that leads me to believe we'll just kind of pop this whole trim off right here, and then be able to pull it up on the back side. So we got the 7mm here and one on the other side, and then these are all just should just pop right off. If you give it a little yank, you probably don't even have to take it fully off. You also have one 7mm right up here, and then yeah, that literally just slides right up out of your way. So now we have enough clearance to finagle this cover. And even with this pulled up, she was still snug down, so there's actually one more bolt. It's a E6 inverted Torx, and then you can get this out of here. I'll show you where that is though. Looks just like this, and it goes up through here into the plastic, so you got to get that one. My new switch just came in, so I can get a good look at that. Let me see, it came with the entire harness, so we'll have to chase those wires all the way down. Probably got a couple zip ties down there and such too, but to get the switch off, you have a T25 Torx on the top, pops right out, and then turn your wheel just like so, and you can use a long shaft screwdriver like this to get the last one, since or maybe a small bit, get in there, but it's a little too tight to get by hand, so get some leverage by putting a ratchet and socket on it. And now, oh yeah, there she goes. You can pop that right out, and then it comes right off of there. So now just chase those wires down and connect your new one in, bolt it back up, and put this all back just like it was. If you need any other assistance though to put this together, I'll drop a link down to the one video I took a brief glance at. That was, what was his, Mike the Municipal, or Jason the Municipal Mechanic, I think it was, something like that. But I'll put a link to his video because he did do like a 10-minute video on it. And you know, heck, if I had watched this whole video, I probably would have done this a little bit smoother. But I like to just, you know, take a glance and then dive in. That's just, you know, how I usually do it. So, but it's always nice to take a glance at a video, and hopefully this one helped you out. Let me get this all in now. I'll just say, I think the crux of the job is this wire harness. It's too bad it didn't just have plug and play connectors up top here, because you know, this cover's in your way with the park and brake cable still attached, and you got to come down here and cut some zip ties off, get the sheathing off of here, make sure to put all that back on, and then 7mm with this connector going right there. And once you have that off, you just got to pry in here with your pocket screwdriver a touch, and then they'll slide out. So yeah, you know, but again, this is not a specific how-to. I just giving you guys an overview. When you're snapping these plastic covers back together, make sure to not snap the tangs off. And yeah, it does look like there used to be another connector back there, but definitely not necessary with the screws on there. That's, you know, it ain't going nowhere. Nice and sturdy. And all done. Just checked all the functions and that the brake lights work. Only thing I didn't check is the cruise control. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully you found it helpful. Drop a thumbs up if it did, or consider leaving a comment. And again, I'll try and drop that other video link down below to Jason's channel, and also the links to the parts. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.